Hello. Welcome on back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing well. Now hear me out, because I know you saw the title of this video in the thumbnail and you're probably thinking, what in the world is Spencer up to now? Well, listen, I'm the type of person who likes to make sure all my ducks are in a row and I prepare for the worst, the best, and everything in between. And when it comes to this little thing called life, there's no exception. Now, while people are out there putting together wills for all this, quite frankly, I don't care what you do with the money or whatever money I may or may not have the time I die. And I don't care what you do with my body. But what I do care about is I care about how snatched I'm going to look in that casket. And that's truth be told. I joke around, I laugh, I giggle, but I am so dead serious right now, no pun intended, because whomever is doing my makeup that day for my funeral, obviously I'm not going to be able to tell you how I want it done. So I need to prepare you for this because you're going to be watching this after the fact. That's kind of scary to think about, that you're going to be watching this while I'm, well, you know. So with that said, I'm going to show you exactly how I like and want my makeup done for my big day. So keep on watching. Alrighty, so I'm not going to start out with my skincare today because I already have it applied from this morning, and most of my skincare products are, you know, anti-aging, wrinkle preventative, and chances are if you're doing my makeup for the day of my funeral, I don't even have a pulse, let alone do you have to worry about wrinkles. So with that said, let's dive on into foundation. As you can see, my neck is already pretty tanned. I already got my spray tan going on, except for my hands. I'm gonna have to apply some foundation there later, but I just take my Luminous Silk. This is the shade 7.8 from Armani Beauty. Put it onto a brush, and let's get this party started. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna shear this out. My skin's in decent condition right now. Hopefully, the skin gods are in my favor whenever that day shall come. And if we need to, I can bring this down. This might be a little bit darker than my spray tan, but we shall see. I either use a powder, a beauty sponge, you know, a beauty blender, something like that to apply this, but I feel like this just gets me a little bit more, using a brush gives me a more diffused application. I don't really know who's gonna watch this, but all I care about is that one person. So for all purposes of this video, let's name that person. Who are you? I feel like Stacy. No. How about Matilda? Matildo. I might even be a, who knows? Let's use Matildo. Why not? I haven't heard of that name before. And I feel like whoever my makeup artist is, that special day for me is going to be unique and fabulous. Honestly, I don't care who does my makeup. I really don't care what happens the day of my funeral. I don't even care what you do with my body. For all I care, you can throw my body in the backyard next to the family dog in the ground. I don't care. As long as my glam is on point, that's all that matters to me. Because you think about it, this is the very last time you're going to be photographed, seen by your loved ones. Like, in a world where everyone cares about what they're going to look like on their wedding day, at their sweet 16, their prom, their bar mitzvah, I don't know. All I care about is what I'm going to look like on my funeral. For real. Also, Matilda, don't be afraid to get that foundation up in this beard, because otherwise, if I keep it, you know, if it's not all cohesive, the color, it's going to look real funny. Kind of like how my hands are looking right now. Should I just fix that now? I should. All right, so the foundation is done. So now let's go in with concealer. I'm going to be using the Jouer concealer. It's the high coverage liquid concealer. And I'm going in with the shade Wheat. I think that's going to work for the foundation color I have going on today. Throw it right there. I don't really like a lot of concealer. Oh, I like it right around here too. I want to be telling you and showing and sharing with you a lot of things today of how I like my makeup done. That is very specific to me. It's not going to work for a lot of people, but you know, after doing my makeup for so long, you guys can relate. I'm sure that you just find things that work for you, that look, you know, work well with your face and your face shape and all that good stuff. So I like brightening around my lips, and then I like brightening obviously right underneath the eyes. What is the name of that makeup? Hey Siri, what do they call a makeup artist that does makeup for dead people? So it's a mortuary makeup artist. I hear they bring like full coverage foundation all the way down the neck, the hands, all that good stuff. So I feel like that's kind of a line with how I do makeup for people who are living. And I had been wanting to do this for a long time. I just always felt like, I'm like, is it controversial? Is it insensitive? But listen, after giving it a lot of thought, I was like, I get how it's taboo, but after giving it thought, I was like, why not? I mean, it's the cycle of life, it's natural, and quite frankly, I need to go on record with this information because I'm not going to have someone do me dirty by making me look crazy. This is my last moment to shine, and I want to make the most out of it, baby. I think this is good enough. I'm happy with that. Everything is blended. I'll go in and contour a little bit with my bronzer. Before I go in with bronzer and all that, I want to add some color to the cheeks. Y'all know I love blush, so I'm going to use Happy from Rare Beauty. I put it on the back of my hand here. And just kind of get the bristles of the brush really well saturated with this, and then just stamp this right on. Isn't that easy? All right, I'm happy with that. So now that we have the color, the complexion on our face, I'm gonna go in with a large fluffy face brush, the one size translucent powder. Like I had with the blush, just get the brush really well saturated with the powder and just bam, 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 bam. I don't like going in with too much powder because I like that sheen, like that glow to the skin. By the way, we need to talk about the lighting because that's kind of major. I mean, who doesn't look good with the studio lights and whatnot? My funeral, my viewing party, should we say, I need to have the best lighting. I need softbox lights. I need a ring light. I want the what's it called? The golden hour light. Or even better than golden hour lighting, what I need is that lighting that you get first thing in the morning, crack of dawn, when the sun just hits the horizon. Gorgeous. That's what but who's going to come to my funeral at 6 o'clock in the morning? Actually, I don't really care. If you are a real friend, you're not sleeping anyways. You are mourning after my loss. So you know what? Wake your ass up and come to my funeral. It's the last time you're going to see me. Let's have a party. That's another thing too. When I kick the bucket, I don't want anyone to be sad. No one better shed a tear. Literally, just pop open a bottle, a wine, or a barrel of wine, and celebrate, baby. Trust me, I'll be back. I will be back. And if you were bad to me in this lifetime, I'll be back, and not in the best way. I'll be there to haunt your dreams. All right, for bronzer, I'm using the Hoola Benefit. I feel like this would work with my current skin tone. And I'm just gonna run this around the perimeter of the face and down the neck, because I still feel like the neck is a little lighter than the rest of my face. I think this is kind of coming together, and it's kind of quick and easy, isn't it? I mean, don't rush through this makeup application, Matilda. Should we add a little extra right here? Right here, okay. I like that. Honestly, now that I think about it, this is kind of the makeup look I do for myself for most of my intros. It's quick and easy, and it looks good. It looks good on everybody. And most importantly, I feel confident in it. And that's all that matters. So once I have the bronzer kind of, matching with the neck and all that good stuff, I'm going to contour just a smidge using this eyeshadow from MAC. I think it's called Espresso. I've had it for years. It's probably expired. I'll probably still have it the day that I'm, the special day. And I'm just going to take like a little blush brush. Why am I like all... I'm going to take a little blush brush and go right up in there. It's like a true neutral colored brown, and it's kind of dried out, but I think it kind of works because it doesn't go on so pigmented. Ooh. Yeah, do you see that? Not really? Okay. Oh, did I add too much? That's all right. Bring it in right here because I like, to get my little chubby cheeks to go down. I just like to look like I have a whole new face sometimes. I don't think that's a lot to ask for. And while I never really dived into the assumptions or addressed the things people say, you know who you are, down in the comments about plastic surgery and all that, I will say this. By the time I die, I will have so much plastic surgery. They're not going to cremate me or bury me. They're going to full-blown recycle me, and I'm okay with that. Hopefully, I'll be 80, 90, 120 when I die. And by that time, yeah, I'm going to have this face pulled, snatched, stretched, and tucked in every direction. And that's my personal choice. Until then, I'm still in my 20s, so I'm working with what I have. But, and this obviously helps, a little contouring here and there. Also, actually, also this right here, this palette from BH Cosmetics, I've had this for a long time. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's for the brows or brow powders. I use it for my brows, but also I like using it to shade underneath here because they're all really cool toned. You see that? I love how I'm holding it behind the mirror. You would think it's my first YouTube video. But right here, like these bad boys, yes. Just to darken this, and I'm going to go in and darken the beard. Actually, let's just darken the beard now. To darken that beard even more, I'm taking the Soft Glam palette, just a black eyeshadow. It doesn't matter what you use on me. And I'm really going to oh, doesn't that sharpen that nicely? Oh, and then I really snatch this area and elongate my mouth. I know. I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let me do the other side, and then let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, you ready for this? I just dipped into a black eyeshadow with this, you know, eyeshadow brush right here. And I'm going to suck in this area by placing that black shadow there. I can get away with it because I have a beard, so it kind of, you know, your eyes don't get drawn to that area. But I'm about to show you. 1 second. We need silence. Everyone say a prayer. Okay, great. That's a good start. That's a good start, kids. Looks a little intense now, but just give me a second. Okay, I messed up this side. I admit. But that's okay. We're going to just take a large fluffy brush. It's got to be clean and just buff out the edges. Buff down that shadow downwards because naturally that's how shadows kind of work out when they hit the face. And it gives a little bit more natural of appearance. Now, you're not going to be able to unsee this. I do this all the time, but no one's ever mentioned it. Like, what is that black streak on your face? But it kind of, maybe from a distance, or at least in photos, it looks like, you know, I have more sunken in cheeks. And I love that look because I have really humongous cheeks, and I always have since I was a kid. Even though people come after me for saying I've had cheek implants and all that. No, let me show you my baby photos and then some. I've always had huge cheeks. And I'm talking about both sets, these and down there. I don't know what happened or what I did in a past life, but that's just what I'm working with in this current life. Okay. And that's that. Add just like a little bit of contour right there. You won't be able to unsee it now, and you're going to notice in all my intro shots, but I can't leave any secrets out in this video because when I'm getting it done for my big day, it's going to be too late. These are not secrets I want to bring to the grave with me, if you know what I'm saying. Next, I'm going to do the brows real quick. I'm really, really quick at brows. I don't like my brows too perfect. I like them kind of bushy, but I do like to bring it out right here because my brows are kind of low set. So I really draw it out. I'm going to go back to the BH palette. Let's dip into these two, which are the same ones I actually used underneath my jawline, and just start drawing in the brows. All right, now that I have this brow done with the shadow, I'm going to grab this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen in the shade dark brown and start drawing in some hairs. Okay, I'm starting to feel like this brow is a little intense, but once I start bringing in the shadow right here, I think it'll soften out. So, in fact, let me just go back to this palette, the BH one, and grab these cool tone shades and run this through the eye socket. I don't like a lot of eyeshadow. I kind of keep it more simple, but this will tie everything together and just give me a little depth in the eye socket area because I don't really have much of a crease to work. Oh, goodness gracious. as I was saying, I don't have much of a crease to work with, but this just gives it a little bit more depth. And look what I'm doing right here. This is so major to me because it kind of creates my whole eye look. I bring the shadow in right up in this area. And I think that looks really nice. Yep, I'm into it. I'm into it. All right, I'm digging this gray toned smoky eye. So now that I have the upper lid done, let's go in with the bottom. And Matilda, don't be afraid to bring this shadow all the way in as well, like to this inner corner. This is the area that really needs help, you know, dragging this down, and it'll elongate my eye. In fact, what I like to do is take this brow pen and go right in the inner corner and just, not much, just give it like a little depth. See what it does? It gives the illusion that I have a longer inner corner of the eye. And I also take it through the bottom lash line here, right there. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Oh wow, that's really dramatic. Okay. For mascara, I'm using this one from LiLash. It's their Synergy mascara. The lash serum I use is from them, and so I use their mascara. I don't like a lot, so don't get crazy with it. I just like just a tad bit, just to give it a little bit of drama. And then once that dries down, I take my lash curler and go right in. Do not forget to curl my lashes, because right now it looks like I have no lashes. And I've worked too hard on getting them longer to not be able to see them on my big day. Do you even see how, can you even, oh goodness gracious. We're about to witness a death right now. How do I do this? Do you see how long? Do you see these lashes? They're getting long, man. And if my lashes are giving you a problem that day, just take a torch or like a match or whatnot, or even a blow dryer, and just warm up the lash curler. Don't burn me. Well, it doesn't matter if you do, I guess, but it'll help hold its curl a bit more. Also, I'm going to take that mascara and run a bit through the bottom lash. I just realized if my eyes are closed, you don't even see the bottom. Well, we're this far invested, so let's just finish it up. I mean, with my luck anyways, there'll be a gust of wind that opens up my eyelid. Or even better, my kids will come up to the casket and play with my eyes. Look at Daddy's eyes look funny. Look at. All right, I am back. The other eye is complete. So let's finish off the rest of this look. I'm going to add some highlight. I'm going to use this one from Makeup Forever just because I have it laying here. I also like the one from Ofra. There's a lot of good ones out there. The one from Catrice, but this is quick and easy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, see, that's nice. That's real nice. I don't like for it to be blinding, just enough to, you know, make it look like my skin is a little bit more lively, should you say. Let's do a little bit down the center of the nose. Ooh. A little bit on the Cupid's bow and chin. Oh, I need to add my beauty mark. All right, so I'm gonna head back to this Anastasia Beverly Hills pen that I used on my brows and just draw on my beauty mark. I like it like right around here. It doesn't have to be perfect. If I happen to have a bad blemish, just put it over the blemish. But otherwise, right there is good enough for me. And then once that's there, I'm gonna take a little liner brush, which of course I don't have. No, we'll use the back of this. So I'm going to take this and a little bit of brown shadow and just go right on over that. All right, now let's work on the lips. Oh, I have to show you also what I do for my lips. Okay, this is going to blow a lot of minds, but I like for my lips to be a little bit more like elongated. So I'm going to head back to this palette, and the brush I used on my brows, I'm going to grab that black and just I'm just going to show you. I just take this line and just follow it out. That line right there. doesn't do a lot, but it does a little something. It tricks the eye, but now you're always going to notice. So I love that for me. Now for lip liner, let's use, I like this one from Morphe. It needs to be sharpened, but it's called Spiffy. And I don't like to overline my lips a whole lot because I already have a lot to work with, but just take it right along the border. Woo! All right, now that that's done, I'm just gonna use, maybe it's in my pocket. Yep, I'm just gonna take some chapstick. Burt's Bees Red Dahila. My all-time favorite. Last but not least, I'm gonna take some setting spray. This one's from Tatcha. It's the Dewy Skin Mist. Not much of it, just enough to add a little luminosity back to the skin. You know what we should do is I should add a little perfume, because if any of you watching know me personally, you know that I do always smell good. My makeup may not always look the best, and I have my flaws, but I always smell good. That's really important to me. So Matilda, hook me up, please. Let's use Baccarat Rouge 540. And then also, I've been liking this on the skin. It's from Glade. It's like their vanilla scent. It's the one you're supposed to plug in the wall, but listen, you can take me out of Florida, but you can't take Florida out of me. This just smells so good. I like layering scents, but I think I'm ready for my big day now. I'm ready for the casket. And there we have it, kids. This is the final look. This is truly what I want to go down 6 feet under in. This would make me very happy in my afterlife, obviously, we're talking about here. And I want to give a big shout out to one particular person who's hopefully watching. Matilda, I know you got this, baby. You got this in the bag. You are the MVP of today. And I was going to say I can't wait to meet you, but I don't want to meet you anytime soon. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also check out more of my work on my Instagram at Painted by Spencer. And until next time, I'll see you soon.